Hello, welcome to day 4 of 100 Grammar with Mariia. Today we are going to work with short forms. You understand the word short? It means that we are going to have a word and then we are going to shorten it in some way, and this word will mean the same. As always, we start with a quote. If you don't work, it won't work. It's a very good motto for everyone. It doesn't matter what you do. If you do not work hard, it won't pay back. So think about that when you work with grammar, when you work with English. You have noticed that these words don't and won't at first they have these apostrophes and they are shortened. We are going to find out how we shorten these verbs. So we start with verbs. You notice that I have 2 columns here, verbs and nouns. At first, we speak about verbs. To write a short form of the verb, you have to know the first rule. If you want to shorten not, what you do, instead of this one vowel, O in this case, you write an apostrophe, and then you have this nt, and this will be part of the word before. For example, here we have are, and we want to say not. I write aren't, so I write together these 2 words, and instead of O, I put this apostrophe. You remember these important words? We have be, have, shall, will, and some other auxiliary verbs. Instead of saying am, we can say I'm. We write I. Instead of a, we put an apostrophe and we have am. He's, for example. He's a smart boy. Or, instead of this letter, we put this apostrophe and we have we're the champions. When we write not, when we need to make a negative form of this, we have to write not together with the previous word, and we cannot shorten it right now, so we shorten only one part. We have isn't, aren't, have. In this case, you notice we replace these 2 letters with an apostrophe here. Have, v, has, 2 letters. Will is quite interesting because instead of saying will, we put an apostrophe and we write to L. And look here, when we shorten shall, we have the same ending. So sometimes these short forms do not reveal the word, and you have to guess on your own what word is hidden behind this apostrophe. The same you'll notice with this S. Sometimes has, sometimes is. For example, he's done that. Here we have he's done. This will be a perfect form. This will be has, that is hidden. And we have he's brilliant. He is brilliant. In this case, we have this form be, which is hidden. So sometimes you have to pay attention, of course, to these words and really understand which word is hidden there. So very often we use these short forms when we speak, when we write, of course, as well, but not that often, or we do not use them at all when we write formal English. Let's move to the second part, nouns. Why this is important? Tomorrow we are going to work with tag questions, and this will be very important for you to understand how you shorten the subject in this case, the subject in the sentences. So instead of saying nouns or subjects, we can replace them with personal pronouns. And here I have written down I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. You remember he, she, it singular. I marked it here. It means one person or one thing. And here we use they. They always plural. Doesn't matter if you speak about people or objects or notions. So now we're going to do this task together. Instead of saying my sister, which pronoun should I use? Can you help me? Which pronoun? My sister? One sister, she. You're right. One sister, female, she. His uncle. Uncle. You think male or female if it's a person? Male, person. One or plural? One, so singular, male. What do we have? He, you're right. Here we have me and my brother. So now we have two people. Me and my brother. We, always we. When you are part of this group, always we. This baby. If you don't know if this is a boy or a girl, if this baby is tiny, so we can use it. If you do not know if it's a boy or a girl. And of course, sometimes if you know, for example, you know that the name of this baby is Bob, you can say he. But if you do not know, you can use it. And you can use it for inanimate objects, so not living things, not people. So in this case, we have a ball. It will be one ball, singular. Think here we have singular. One, what should we use? It's not a person, so not he, not she. The only thing is left, it. So if you have one object or one thing, singular, it will be it. So here we can write it. And these students, instead of saying these students, what word can we use? Which pronoun? These students. You are not part of that group. These students. They, you're right. Always plural. If I say even these balls, will have, again, the same word, they. So it doesn't matter if you speak about people or objects, things. The plural form will be they, but not here, not in singular. That's great. You have to practice with these short forms. Instead of using nouns, you use, we can replace them, personal pronouns, and instead of using these verbs, forms, long verb forms, you write short verb forms. Work with that and see you tomorrow. Thank you.